Scorpio, is at a crossroads. Are you going to go down the same path that you've been disappointed in, Five of Cups, that needs to come to an end with the Ten of Swords and the Death card? Hey there, Scorpio. How are you? It's your Force Fairy here. Nice to see you again. Welcome in and welcome back to the 100 Acre Woods, where I read cards out here. So let's read some cards for you, Scorpio. We're going to start off with the Stardust deck and do a 6-card spread. Taking a look at your current situation, the ideal, what's blocking you, the solution, advice, and the outcome. And then we're going to clarify with the dream. I think it's called, oh, I can never remember yours. Hold on. Dream Vision. For some reason, I always want to call it Dreamscape, but it's not. It's Dream Vision. And it's one of my favorite decks, so you'd think I'd remember it, and yet the name always eludes me. So the Dream Vision. We're going to clarify with the Dream Vision Tarot. For more messages, more information, more clarity on this read. And it's a timeless read, Scorpio, so when it finds you, it was meant to, and it's general. So take it resonates and leave the rest, and it's for all Scorpio placements wherever you have Scorpio in your chart. 6 of Pentacles is the current situation. I like to see it. This is equal give and take. This is what you bring to the table, they bring to the table. This could be through work. This could be through relationships, any and all relationships. The ideal is the 2 of Wands to you could be making plans. Making plans to what? Take a different path, change your career, move. We'll find out. The block. Are you blocking you, Scorpio, with the Death card showing up in as the block? I'm hoping it's not self-sabotage, Scorpio. I'm hoping that you may be having difficulties letting go of an old job, like I said, an old home, an old life, and taking on a new path. You could be having difficulties making that transition. Okay. The solution, 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. The advice, Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay. The outcome. The Chariot. Yeah, it's time to move. Isn't it, Scorpio? It's time to move on. It's time to make changes. It's time to, again, transmute, transform. It's time to shed the old. Because the Death card is permanent. I mean, it's called the Death card. You don't come back to life. I know it's death and rebirth and all the rest of it, but what you are leaving behind, you will never be again. So this is a huge move forward when I have the Death card and a Chariot right beside each other. So bottom of the deck, and that which you might not see, there's another moving card, 6 of Swords. These are your thoughts. This again, right beside the 2 of Wands, these are making plans of how you're going to move, of where you're going to move to, of what you're going to do, say. Queen of Swords, how you're going to tell people that maybe want you to stay the same. Okay. Scorpio. This feels, even though I have the minor arcana are like daily cards, right? The majors, this feels major, even though it's sort of masked and sort of, oh, Scorpio's just every day going to work, every day doing these tasks, these things, going about their routine, but it's like deeper, it's big. And I don't think you're speaking on it, because the advice is to talk about it with the Queen of Swords. Okay, talk about your dreams, talk about your wish fulfillment. What are your wishes? What does this mean to you? Where do you want to go? What plans are you making? If you have no one to talk to, you might be watching this and say, I don't have a friend. I hear you on that, Scorpio. I do. I don't trust my family. I don't trust anyone on social media. I've kind of pulled back from social media. I don't trust people at work. Like there's a sense of I don't have anyone to talk to. I think this is where they might call it prayer, but this is where I think talking to your inner self, your higher self, your spirit guides, your angels. I think that it sounds, for some of you, you might think it sounds silly. It's very important. Write things down. Keep a journal so you can look back and go, oh my goodness, that's what I was thinking and feeling a month ago, 2 months ago, a year ago, and look how far I've come. Chariot. Okay. This one fell out of the shuffle. Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's something coming to an end, and this is a major ending. Yep, I see it, Scorpio. I see it. And that's clarifying the Six of Pentacles. This feels like negative thinking, where you're living in an equal give and take, but you're telling yourself, you might be telling yourself otherwise. Let's see what also is clarifying the Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. When I see this Nine of Wands, I see that you are single-handedly holding up the hopes, the dreams of everyone else. And it you might perceive or might think that there's no one there for you. As I just finished saying, if you don't have anyone in your life that you trust, you might feel that you're the one holding everyone else's wand up, everyone else's dreams up, that it's all on you. It's going to differ for all of you Scorpios. It really is. If you are feeling this way and you're physically going to work doing the things because you've got to pay the bills and put food on the table and you're single-handedly doing it, I think this is what needs to change with the Death card. And you might be going, yeah, but I got to pay the bills, Force Fairy. Yeah, but I have 2 children that I have to put food on the table for. I hear you, Scorpio. I really do. I really do. But this has got to come to an end with the Ten of Swords. You know it. You're already thinking. Six of Swords, of where to move, of what to do. So the ideal is to change paths. The ideal is to make plans to change, maybe to move. Six of Swords, Chariot. The Two of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Cups. Wow, Scorpio. This is transmutation in the cards, on the table. You are changing. Actually, I'm going to do this. I see this now. You are changing this negative thinking. I always see this Ten of Swords as negative thinking, and what's right behind you is the sun, right? The darkest before dawn is the Ten of Swords, right? It's coming to an end. And what you're doing is you're transmuting these negative thoughts into loving thoughts within thyself. This is transmutation. This is transmuting negative narratives into loving positive narratives. If you are single-handedly holding up all the responsibilities, all the things, all the tasks, this is coming to an end. Temperance, be patient. This is also finding middle ground. Six of Pentacles, it's bringing my eye right back up to that Six of Pentacles, where if you need help, if you need to tell someone, Queen of Swords, talk to someone about the tasks, the everyday tasks, like if you go to work, let's say 8 hours a day, and you come home and you have someone at home that didn't do the dishes or didn't get a load of laundry started, right? You might then say to them, please, let's divvy up the tasks, right? I feel like I'm doing everything. Nine of Wands, right? That I'm holding everything up. And they might then explain to you, but these, and that might be 2 little toddlers or 2, they're not in school yet. They're running me all day long. Okay. So this is where I think middle ground with the Temperance card, being patient, understanding, loving. As you can see, I see that it's listening. I see this Temperance card. Do you see that where it's coming out of the ears? listening to others, listening to the plans of how we can make this home, this, it feels like home to me today, Scorpio, work, how we can make this, for some of you, it's business work, work in in an office or a work environment, work better, so that one person, it's you, Scorpio, that's, you're not doing everything, holding everything up single-handedly. I keep seeing that single-handedly, and yet we have two hands here, right? So why is the Death card the block for Scorpio? Yeah, Five of Cups. This is emotional disappointment, where you feel that you don't have anyone. There's no 2 cups in this. There's no 10 cups in this. It's a single cup that you're holding on to. Okay? And the 8 of Cups. Yeah. Walking away from this lack mentality, from this loss, whatever this means to you, Scorpio. And if you are unable to walk away, this is what is the block. Unable to let go of the past, unable to shed what you have outgrown, unable to, because your ideal is balance. With the Temperance card, your ideal is 10 of Cups instead of 10 of Swords. This is your ideal. So the solution is your wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups, which is when you go on that spiritual journey, Scorpio, walking away from the 8 of Cups, you are looking for that single cup, that Ace of Cups, and it brings us to the 9 of Cups. So the solution is your wish fulfillment. Queen of Wands. I love to see it, Scorpio. I feel like this is bossing up. I do. If something has come to an end that you can't get over, or you feel you can't get over, you're still holding on to, you are not transitioning, you haven't yet left, it's blocked, and it's in the block position. The solution is to boss up. When I say that, the Queen of Wands is looking at that 9 of Cups, at her wish fulfillment. I see that the Queen of Wands has chosen a wand out of the 2. The Queen of Wands, her wish fulfillment is 10 of Cups, is patience, for maybe waiting for that 10 of Cups, maybe taking actions for that 10 of Cups. And it starts with thyself, loving yourself, as I said, going from the 8 of Cups into the 9 of Cups. Also clarifying the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and you're worried. You could be worried about an ending with the 10 of Swords. You could be worried about, for some of you, bossing up and taking over all of their responsibilities and doing it in a way that you might have to delegate with the 6 of Pentacles and straight up say, no, this is what we're doing. Whether it be through work, at home, in your family, you are looking, imagining, and manifesting your wish fulfillment. And when you start worrying about that, that's when worry is a dream killer. It really is. It means you don't believe. You have to believe, Scorpio. Believe in yourself, believe in the universe, believe in asking for help from your family, from co-workers, asking for help from God, from your angels, from your spirit team, and communicating this with the Queen of Swords, which is the advice, clarified by the Page of Cups. What it is that you, and I see this Page of Cups looking right at that 10 of Cups. I want that 10 of Cups. If you ask, you shall receive. And the 2 of Wands. Yeah. You are you're at a crossroads. You're at a crossroads, Scorpio, and either you're going to take a different path or go down the same path. And I think if you stay on the same path, this is where you're worried, like nothing's going to change. Of course, you're still going down the same path, doing the same things, taking on all the responsibilities, 9 of Wands, worrying about it, 9 of Swords, fearing an ending with the 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords. But when you move on with the Chariot, when you trust and believe with the Chariot, to take that new path. When you communicate, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to move, this is what is going to happen, that's the outcome. The Chariot. Yeah, exactly what I said. When I have a clarifier, that's the same as a main deck card. That's exactly what I said. What I just said, it's for me as a reader, confirmation that, yeah, this is what Scorpio's got to do. Scorpio is when the Two of Wands comes out twice, Scorpio is at a crossroads. Are you going to go down the same path that you've been disappointed in, Five of Cups, that needs to come to an end with the Ten of Swords and the Death card? Are you going to walk away from it, as the Eight of Cups does, into the Nine of Cups, or are you going to worry? And still go back to that Nine of Wands, of taking care of everything, of holding everything up single-handedly? I don't think so, Scorpio. When the Chariot clarifies the Chariot, you are moving on. And the Moon, you just don't know it yet, or you don't know how you're going to do it. You don't know. This I also see is that dark horse. Scorpio, you are a dark horse, I'll tell you that. This is the dark horse right here. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what it means. You have never been on this path. You've only been on the path that you've always known. So this is trust. Trust and believe. This is trusting in yourself, Scorpio. So, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, clarified by the Two of Swords. This is a crossroads. You're at a crossroads, Scorpio. You cannot see where it's going to take you. And this is where faith, this is where your trust in yourself, trust in changing, leaving the old, Death card. It's like your emotions with the Five of Cups, Eight of Cups, your emotions are blocking your transformation. The Death card is once it's dead, it doesn't come back. It's dead. There is no coming back. You will be a completely different person moving forward with the Chariot twice. You might not know who that is, what that means, where you're going. You might have difficulties making a very difficult decision to end something, Ten of Swords, when it's all you've known. For some of you. Let's get an oracle on this. Right there. Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. That's an interesting card to get at the end of this. Gaia. Bottom of the deck. And that which you might not see, Cosmic Flower. So we have Earth and then we have the cosmos. Very interesting. The frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home. There's Gaia right there. The core from which we pour our magnificent out into the world. I feel that this Cosmic Flower is represented by the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands knows of her multidimensionalism. The Queen of Wands makes her dreams come true. And where I think the Queen of Swords comes into play is that the Queen of Swords has to manage. I'm just going to use the word manage these thoughts. And as I said before the clarifiers came out for the Queen of Swords, this is where maybe writing things down so that you can get them out of your mind, so that you can put them down on paper, in a way that you can release them from your mind so it doesn't block your manifestation, so it doesn't block your dreams, so it doesn't make you second guess, so it doesn't confuse you, Two of Swords, so it doesn't fuel your emotions to self-sabotage or get you into that I can't do it space. Even though the Moon has come up with the Chariot twice as the outcome, this is not knowing exactly what's going to happen, but trusting that this new path, when you choose to switch paths, when you are at that crossroads and you do not want to go down the path that you've already been on, this is a brand new path, that you trust that you might not see the results, but that you can manifest your dreams coming true with the 9 of Cups. Let's get some angel numbers on this. I see 626. Let's do that one first. 626. Your angels are guiding you to practice extreme self-care at this time. Move your body. Do what brings you balance. There's that Temperance card. And make mental space for clarity. There's that Queen of Swords. Yeah. I see 662. Let's do that one next. 662. The lessons you're experiencing are being presented because you are still lacking in understanding and forgiveness of other parties. There's that Page of Cups. I also see the Page of Cups as forgiveness. Forgiving others is a gift of freedom to yourself, Scorpio. Oh, that just gave me chills. Let's do 266. Last one. 266. Speak to yourself lovingly. God is always listening. I see that as the 10 of Swords into the 10 of Cups. And that's what I see for you, Scorpio. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care. From your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.